easy mode until the
Sort of.
yeah. Like, again, the heavy quotations there.
All right.
At least with that exact mechanic.
Yeah. So streamed. So. All right. So you all have headed to Pryor. You're able to overlook the city in a valley to which runs a stream of water, pools, and seems to eventually go underground and elsewhere, leading to what you would think would be a nice place. Accentuated in various points, it means that the people here can provide for themselves mostly. Exporting a fair amount and has given them a independent, a nice place where researchers like to go, where the more aggressive models of funding aren't quite there, where they can make a place for themselves. You've been trying to make your way through the wood and down and around. Of course, have learned of Theodore's interest in past as his wounds and Essentia body. So making your way down. Anything y'all want to do?
I think as we're heading down, Phoenix just sort of comes up to Theodore and says, "Mighty brave of you to start revealing all that."
Well, better now before we get to town. A lot of people give me some strange looks for how I look, and I'd rather explain it now than when we get into town and we've got to worry about other things. So
Fair. How do you think the reception's going to be when we get back?
I mean, y'all are outsiders, so par for the course of not really warm. I might be able to help with that a little bit with some of them, but it's what do you do? It's anyone outside usually coming in is not looking for the most benefit for the town. So,
well, I'm sure we can pull our weight and get some trust out of the round. It'll just take some time.
I just say keep your head down and don't cause any. Don't pick it up.
Well, we kind of stand out in the middle of a crowd, keeping our head down. Ain't kind of do much good for us.
Do your best, and try not to start any fights.
Ain't it safe to say that we basically saved this town from a huge colossus? Ain't it right?
That'll help, but don't think it'll save you.
Well, I suppose we won't really know until we get there, what we?
No. I mean, they're not gonna run you out of town, but as long as you don't give them a reason to.
Fair enough.
And I'm sure we are all calm, reasonable people, right?
Most certainly.
I mean, I am for the most part. It just sounds like we all need to remember our manners is all.
There won't be problems from my side.
Yeah, I find that it's often not me that doesn't mind my manners.
I can guarantee I ain't gonna cause any problems unless I'm either paid to or someone causes problems to me.
Well,
Cruel, just so you know, we all got a bag worth of the Essentia. That word. So make sure you add that to your inventory since you weren't here last time.
Yeah, bag of Essentia.
Yep.
And by the way, since Theodore already was in Pryor before, can he explain how this town works? Like who is the head of this town and what social structure is there, etc. What can be useful for us? Is it possible?
I didn't think of that whenever I decided that I was from this town. Fuck. Wasted on my own retards. Okay, so in my background, for sure, there is a doctor that helped me whenever I did the thing. I gotta find that. I didn't put it in the normal background stuff. It's just in general. Ba-bum-bum-bum.
Maybe you just can roll something to recall.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna at least get my info on that one thing for you. Because I have it. It's taking longer than I thought. Actually, I remember it was Dr. Graham, I believe, was the one who helped me.
Yeah. Dr. Graham. And yeah, the main idea as far as the social structure here is that the whole town is built into an abandoned Essentia mine. And unless you know what's here, it's quite hard to find. And they're fairly insular, and they're known to not welcome guests. And pretty much you have to have a contact to get into their good graces. But most of the families here stretch back to the time before the Essentia Rush. There are only a few folk mining these lands. And they aim to keep their town that way if they can. I think it's a fair overview.
Yes, Dr. Briar Graham. They're the ones that help build and graft the augmentations to my body.
Good to know we got a friend getting
Yeah.
Did you call him Dr. Pryor Graham? Is he has last name of a town? Of this town? He's Pryor?
No, Briar. B-R-I-A-R.
Briar. Yeah. Thanks.
Briar Graham. Yeah, I'd say we've got at least one friend here. Don't know if he'll be happy to see me, but he'll at least be friendly.
So the main idea is to enter the town, find a safe place to rest, and spend those bags of Essentia we have. Maybe we can get some information regarding the Baron, or Baron. Baron, it's his name. And that's it.
I believe also. Actually, would I know? Would there be a place in Prior to get information to the person who hired us for the Colossus and get the reward for that?
You probably need to go back to Wayland's Gulch.
We'd have to go back to Wayland's Gulch. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of infrastructure
Fair enough.
in the drylands.
I'd probably find because there's probably still like mail and stuff. I'd probably get someone to send a message. I'd probably find the closest place. I'd find the local office of to get a message sent to Wayland's Gulch to say, hey, we're the ones that did this. We'll come and collect. That way, no one goes, hey, I'm the one that did that, and takes our reward from us.
Makes sense. So you're trying to see if you can send something when you get there.
Yeah, as soon as we get into town, get to the closest the local office for delivering messages and mail, and get someone on their way to Wayland's Gulch with a missive saying, "Hey," and lay claim to the reward. That way, no one gets cheeky and says, "Hey, I'm the one that did that."
Okay. So you're trying to get as best you can. Fair enough.
I'm sure if the lights start going down, it's gonna spread rather quick.
That's why we gotta bite any. Gotta nip any of that in the bud.
All right. Well, then I will say, Theodore, what way do you know that if you're coming back to this place that you're expected to announce yourself?
Okay. With the way we're coming in, coming from there. It's something. It's kind of counterintuitive in how it works. It's both loud and quiet. So it's something it's a quick. It's something that anyone from there has. They've basically, because of how insular they are, they've created a thing of if you're coming back, we don't want to shoot any of our own. So there's a way of. There's anytime anyone leaves, they always leave with this. It's what was left over from the Ascension mine. There's still some production of the mine, but it's only for this, and it's not a very frequent thing. It's just this. It's basically a rudimentary flint and steel kind of situation. It's just this very reactive rock that just lights. It's magnesium. It's the magnesium strip. It lights real fast, real quick, and then burns. So it's something basically just a quick flare gun is very rudimentary. Just it lights the magnesium and fires it off. It's specifically only used if the way you're coming in is from anywhere other than their main entrances, which is what we're going through. We're taking a way that used to isn't used anymore. So to coming up on any of the besides the main road where they can just see you and stop you. If you're coming up from the side or from where we're coming up, it's just this quick flare that gets their attention. Is okay, there's only we have those. So if they're coming from the side and we see them and they shoot that off, then we don't immediately raise our hackles. We let them get closer and we figure out what's going on.
All right, so with that, I imagine it is lit up bright here, and you see a similar light come from a few of the high mountains here off of the rocks. Also bright. It's at least a way to let you know that they've received it. On your way down, what you're able to see here is there are rather large prints measuring between 3 and 4 feet. Some 3, some 5-toed creatures that seem to have come here. You see blood and the tracks seem ordered and almost directed. As you make your way to what is essentially a path as you climb down the rocks, and you can finally get down. As You can see sentries looking down, rifles up but not on the shoulder as they watch.
I sort of just like tip my hat to one of them as we walk by.
Yeah, as we walk by, I just do a quick that, and as long as they're not getting hostile, it's like they're with me. We won't be here long.
All right. Coming out, you can see on this rather it's mostly this lizard, large and scarred. You see riding a red-skinned Infernus. The horns come straight back across her head and down, almost like hair. See herself. You see her scars. Carries 2 pistols and about 3 different gun belts full of bullets that go around her hips as she rides it to all of you. Suppose. Haven't seen you in a long time, there, Theodore. And now you come back with strangers right after we see. We think our doom is headed towards us. Is that another one of your experiments?
Oh, I wish. I'd be proud, but no. The reason that doom is no longer coming your way is thanks to these fine folk with some of my assistance.
Howdy.
I felt that we were close enough that it was only right to give them a place to rest after such a harrowing encounter.
Yeah, right. Go ahead and give me a presence roll, please.
Alrighty. Ooh, it's high, but it's with fear. 21.
All right. In that case, they look at you and go, all right, well, I can tell you're telling the truth. Plus, I don't know who would really lie about that.
Yeah. An idiot.
All right. Well, in that case, you're all welcome enough. I'll let everyone know that you all have arrived. They should be friendly enough. Just don't cause any trouble, you know. But where are you planning to stay?
Well, actually, that's a good question. I was gonna at least check in with Dr. Graham, see how he's doing, and after that, I think we were gonna figure out any does the saloon still have any extra rooms, or is that still? Are they still kind of putting that back together?
Oh, so we got that up and running again. So after that, everyone came in after you blew it all to hell. But
It was for a good reason. if it had worked
For you.
for everyone.
All right. Enough rehashing that. Get on out. They'll hook you up, and you just let us know what you need. Come on. I'll show you where you can tie up and get your mounts watered there.
Quick question, if I may. The only way that we can send the message, you got a courier, someone that works fast.
Kind of licks her lips for a second. Kind of forked tongue. Well, I guess for you all we could. Got a good pigeon. Let's say, you got the message all set, or are you going to bring it by later?
Once we get settled.
All right. Best you find me, and I'll make it available for you. All right.
Mighty kind of you. Very much obliged.
Thank you.
All right.
And again, I am sorry for the damage.
Right. Just shut up about it.
Okay.
Besides, like you said, at the end of the day, you used it to stop that thing. So, stick together. People here are edgy. We've had quite a few would-be visitors, if you know what I mean. And as she's walking in, you can see there is a gallows that's 3 rows, each of 4 ropes. 2 are set, but all the rest currently have a decaying body hanging by the neck.
Hmm.
Ugh, hell of a warning.
They weren't Baron's men by chance, were they?
Yeah, the damn Destry.
Hmm. Got a story about that. We can talk about it when we do that message as well.
Yeah. Right. Damn it. Theodore, Doc's up on the hill, which you know is where the graveyard is. And you also know what that saying means.
Fuck. Hoping he'd give me a checkup.
Well, I think Destry's men wanted something similar. You want to give it to him.
Sounds about
Anyway,
right.
talk about it more if you want, and she will show you. And all right, now hearing about this place where locals would come to drink, and the only people who stay here would be visitors who are only kind of sort of welcome, and
Welcome as long as they're leaving.
essentially. And so I'm going to say, Stellan over here, when you walk in, what sight do you see that totally gives off that vibe of this kind of like you're going to get taken care of, but you need to keep moving?
So, let's grab quickly what we need and take our leave. We don't have to spend much time here, right?
I mean, I think our plan is just to rest and recover. I don't know that we have a destination at the moment beyond that.
Is there anything worth of, trading here? Maybe we can gear up, or maybe people of Prior need some, little help. Can we think about that?
I mean, definitely something we can look into.
First things first, I think we find a place to rest and then see if we can get that courier pigeon settled out to get to the employer. Figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, I guess Theodore spoke about some kind of a saloon where we can, drink and rest.
Right. So, I was going to say they went ahead and showed you to the saloon, and I was asking you, Stalin, what about the design of the saloon gives off this kind of vibe of like, for visitors, things are there, they're enough to rest, but they don't want you staying a long time. What do you think might be there?
Basically, where I look into the eyes of people, they look very in a suspicious way, and they show that we are not welcome here, and probably the design of saloon is like it is not a well renovated place. It's something old and dusty.
I like that. It's I imagine then the old and the dust are there, and there's a lot of little things that like no one's really telling you what to do. You can see where there's cups and maybe there's some gold, and kind of realize you need to observe everybody else to realize to get where you have to put your coin, where you get your cup, where you even pick up your key. It's the language here is coded and almost get the feel it's designed to make you feel a bit unsettled.
I'll just awkwardly ask how to do things here because I have no idea, like literally no idea. Can I see someone that I can ask, like a bartender or a host of this establishment?
Yeah, you can see them kind of polishing their mugs there, and as they kind of nod, and you see people kind of put some coin. You start to see where the cups are. They kind of go, use your eyes as you approach them, a little standoffish, but then seeing the sheriff behind you, they kind of straighten up and go, oh, I see. This seems to be a kind of strong, almost like a bull-looking individual. Fear Bulg as it goes. Yeah, you just put some coin over there, get your key, and the coin to drink for the day.
Well, will it be enough for us to pay like with one coin, or each one of us should get its own their own room?
That's up to all of you, and you can kind of make this. And again, these are incidental purchases, so we don't really do much with that.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll throw like 2 coins, as far as I understand. That will be for both drinks and a room, right?
That's good enough, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But what can I get for that coin? Is it like a beer, cold beer, or something?
Looks like there's barrels of ale that people just kind of take the cup and they bring it up and kind of take it themselves.
Okay, I'll try it. How does it taste?
There's a sense of it, and as it comes down, there's a tingly, and you realize right away it's definitively brewed with Essentia. Kind of feel empowered again, and it's refreshing, if a little thick.
Nice. Gentlemen, I highly recommend you to try it.
Yeah, it's one of the things I missed while I was gone. I'm gonna ask the bartender for if he wouldn't mind me getting a glass of some of his rot gut whiskey to bring up to the top of the hill.
Yeah, gotcha.
Not yet, but
Yeah.
I'll come by when I need it.
Nuts.
And for that, I'll give him a couple extra, an extra coin on top, just for that, for the kindness. Thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't here. But I guess also you're welcome I wasn't here. Sorry.
And a laugh. Yeah, I understand.
Theodore.
Yeah.
The way you all speak of on the hill makes it sound like it's not a good thing. Are you okay?
Yeah. That's the town's grave.
I'm sorry. I know the doctor was important to you.
I mean, he was an annoying little prick, but
I mean, so are you.
Yeah, I was about to say he could have probably said the same thing about you.
oh, he did often. But
Phoenix just comes by with 2 ales and just hands you one.
thank you. I just start chugging, and then goodness,
And then he hands you the second one.
I'm too tired for this. hey, Matt, not cool. Never interacted with this character, and it's already killing me. How dare you?
Welcome to Matt's Games.
I know. Oh goodness.
Don't love the NPCs, but you can't help it.
Yep. Nope.
It
oh,
just had
goodness.
to be your town.
Right? God. Okay. No.
Yeah.
No. I'll be fine. I'll pay my respects, give him his whiskey, and yeah. No. It's yeah. He helped me with this. He's the one that made it possible to actually put it together. I had the idea, but I'm not good with all the fiddly, fleshy bits.
Oh, wish I could help you there. And he sort of shows off it, he sort of shows off his left arm and also like his jaw. Like, you know, most of him's made of metal, but he shows off his entire left arm and his jaw that's made of fine chiseled stone, like chiseled rock.
Well, I feel like that's a bit closer of an analog. But
Well,
yeah.
I know a few craftsmen, but they're more carvers than metal workers.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm fine with the metal, and now that it's attached, it's fine. No, it was the grafting it to my skin was the tricky part. But that's what he was for.
Did he have any assistants, any siblings that shared his talents?
I mean, it was less of a family and more of just like it was a clinic. He's the runner. He's the one that ran it.
A clinic would usually have
Yeah,
some assistants.
yeah.
The doctors.
No, there's still people who could help if I need it. It was more like the checkup was more I wanted to check in with him.
Yeah, he hands you the second ale because he thinks you look like you need it again.
This one is just nursed. Yeah, no, it's He's the one that didn't give up on me. And because of him, I didn't give up on myself.
We all need someone like that in our lives.
For however long we get to have them.
Well, let's get some rest for now. You can pay your respects when you feel ready to climb that hill.
Probably in the morning.
Be sure to get that checkup just before you leave, just in case.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Alright, I'm gonna go see about our sheriff about that pigeon carrier.
Oh, that's a good idea.
By the way, what time of the day it is right now?
I think we'll go with midday.
Oh, so we still have to. We still can do some activities here. I guess maybe each one of us will do whatever he wants, and then we meet here for the evening.
I just want to check. Do I know who the employee is? Because I know I came in I came into that fight somewhere came in sort of late on the job.
It's the mayor of.
We just said the name. It was Wyland's Gulch.
Yeah, Wayland's Gulch.
Wyland's Gulch.
Wayland's.
Something.
That was Mayor Logan Hartley.
Yeah.
She's the one who put that out.
So just writing this down.
All right.
Mayor Hartley, Wayland's Gulch. All right. Thank you kindly. And Phoenix is gonna get up and leave the saloon to find the sheriff.
As you get up, Lorsta will say, perhaps we should at least travel two at a time. We have definitely made enemies this day for sure.
Okay, I think I'll stay with Larissa then, if or should I go with Theodore? What do you think, guys?
Depends on who's staying. I'm
at least staying to finish this. But then I'll probably be making my way to the. I'll meet you guys at the sheriff's. I've enough people know me here that if anyone starts something, they'll know it's not someone from the town, and they'll have my back.
I don't have any pressing matters, so I was just going to stay here, but so I can stay with Theodore till he leaves.
All right, still, I guess it's you and me then.
Okay, I'll accompany you to the mail. Let's go.
All right. Walking through the city, this place you can see. We use Essentia in all types of ways. Some are making weapons, others just outright practice. It's all very practical. Looks like they use it to draw, purify water. And in particular, you notice here, Essentia can burn red, but oftentimes is blue. But all types of colors tend to move through the Essentia here in kind of this prismatic fashion, depending on the use. Mostly returning to the blue, but none of them burn red hot, like you saw in upon the Colossus Akiri. But from this time getting your thing together, you can find the sheriff as she gives a polite smile as the two of you come in. Now a little more relaxed. Still seems like she has a habit of resting even when she's calm. with her taloned hands on her pistol.
Out of there, Sheriff.
Philbus. Oh, howdy. You have that message? I'll get over to our messengers, as it were. We have ways to get things quick, but we can get something if it's important.
Well, this is rather important. It's our employer for the Colossi we just took down. And I'm sure as you can imagine, word like that will get around quick, so we gotta be even quicker if we want to make sure nobody steals our bounty.
All right. We had people looking at you as you did it, so if you give it to me, I can go ahead and notarize, let them know that we had verified it.
I can.
We just didn't know if you were with Baron or not. Well, one thing I know about Theodore is he wouldn't be working for that man.
Believe me, the Baron ain't a friend of mine, and I sure as hell ain't a friend of his.
Well, that's good. They've been troubling our town a lot lately. Mostly from our people who, well, you have to understand, we've been here for generations, long before people even realized what Essentia truly was outside of here, or what it could do. We've been studying it through generations. No one really knows more about it than the people.
And your secrets.
Yeah. No one knew more about it than Doc. Shame that all that didn't get passed on, but that's what Destry's after. Keeps wanted us to work on something that just wasn't right, and no one wanted to give him the time of day. Began trying to kidnap folks, so if you get people a little touchy, that's why. But again, I've spread word around that y'all will, well, people are likely to show you some of what they're working on if you need it.
Well, don't need word around, just to one specifically. Mayor Logan Hartley of Wayland's Gulch.
We'll get over to Wayland's Gulch to Hartley. How's she doing?
I don't know. How was she doing the last time I checked up on her?
She's holding it down. She was good.
Seems to be doing fine last I checked.
All right. Well, you got the message?
Yep. The beast is down. That's about it.
If we would have talked about what the message would have been, which I think we should have technically before,
Yeah.
I feel like I would have stressed on this, like the Baron was actively like corralling it towards Pryor, like just like quick mention of like beast is down. Baron was doing his thing of trying to make the most for himself out of a situation.
Yeah, it's like beast is down. The Baron was trying to push it towards Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's the message.
All right. She turns around as you have it, and she kind of notarizes, and as she gets everything good, she opens up a back window, and you can see there's like almost like the strange wooden perch in which she opens up, and she takes what looks like a 2-pound like steak of meat almost, and she hangs it. And you see this enormous carrion raptor come down. Mixture of like bright red and yellow feathers.
What the hell of a pigeon?
A little bit bigger than a horse.
Jesus.
You go, yeah, I need something big to survive the dry lands, right? Don't you worry.
True.
She takes a pelt that she rubs in its face. She goes, "It's got the scent now," and ties it to, knows where to go. And after a while, it flies off. As it does, there's a little crack of sound, as in the whole town, the woodboards shake as it almost vanishes out of sight, going up and out and possibly fast. You don't want to meet one of those out wild. Raise that one from an egg.
I certainly do not.
Found a whole clutch of them that would be good to use for the purpose. I've got 3 right now that are.
Would we have heard that, like, the commotion of it flying off? Like,
Oh yeah, it was. Everyone just kind of goes about their business in the town. They're like, "Oh, yeah."
Larissa, you see it's like Theodore's hindbrain, just terminal fear of those things.
Yeah, he just like jumps a bit and like, one of the drink spills out.
Hate those things.
The biggest delivery pigeon I've ever seen. You know.
Listen, with that, you don't need to make little tiny things. You can make like a full 20-page thesis and send that off, and it'd be fine. Do not care for them. Big bird. Small frog.
Well, I've got no doubt that'll get to the mayor very quick.
All right. Well, sure you all could use. Is there anything that you're looking for, town? I can direct you towards any friendly type of people.
Oh, that's actually very nice of you. Where can we look for like for a gear that we can buy? Maybe you have something special.
Oh. Well, Gunsmith's been working on some mighty good things. Got his whole family doing it. Him and his 9 daughters, they all have their specialty.
Nah.
Well, actually, I'm into something that would rather protect me from those nasty bullets.
Oh, getting stepped on by another Colossus.
Well,
Exactly.
fair enough. All right, more protective from getting in. I gotcha. Yeah, well, I suppose we can look into that. She kind of thinks for a moment, kind of looks at your bill, like kind of like scoping each of you out. We got some things, I imagine. They tend to be a little bit more standoffish. Let's just say things they make, they tend to think they collect them, but we'll get you over to Ralph.
Who is Ralph?
Yeah. Well, he's been the one working on she kind of laughs. He was working on a project, trying to make it so it'd be harder for people to even pass into the gorge. Kind of armor for the town, you might say. And I know he's had a lot of failures, and turns out a few of my deputies tried a few of those failures out, and they work quite well for what you're talking about. But he can get a little, I guess, embarrassed by what his lack of accomplishment, as she kind of makes air quotes.
Well, he and Theodore would get along just fine.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
So let's visit this gentleman then.
Well, certainly can't hurt. Thank you again for the message there, Mayor. And you just sort of like, now if you could just point the way to where this individual is.
Yeah, won't want to go deeper. They make themselves in one of the much more deeper in the mine. She kind of gives you rough. I feel like it's almost like a half-mile walk underground
Mhm.
To get on into it.
Then Phoenix just tips his hat to her and says, "Thank you kindly there, Mayor."
Goes, sorry about the walk, but after Theodore, we made a few zoning laws.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well-
It's it's a bit of a. Well, it's a bit too smart for his own good, unfortunately. Well, thank you kindly again. I'm sure we'll be seeing you again just before we leave. Don't worry, we'll make sure that Theodore behaves himself.
All right.
Well,
I was not expecting this.
that would be a miracle.
Isn't it great that you can't hear any of this because you're not there?
right? All behind my back. What is this shit on Theodore Day? God
Yeah,
damn.
it's like that anime thing where you're just sneezing over and over again. It's like, wow,
Yeah.
catching a cold today.
My ears are
Alright.
burning.
So with that, excuse me, making your way there, which is where I know you wanted to go, you do find yourselves hearing a few small explosions as well as the hammering of metal and ore and the sizzling sound deep within as you come upon it's like definitely covered in black a human, a large hammer kind of banging on this kind of piece of metal, and you can see all around there also seems to he's there, as well as a human woman who looks like they're very carefully like placing and fixing what looks like finely sculpted pieces of essentia into plates of this metal that they have made. I think she's probably the first one to look up as she goes, Ralph. Goes, what? Oh. Goes,
Howdy.
oh, there. How can I help you?
Well, we are looking to buying something protective for ourselves, and sheriff told us that you are the man up for this task.
Goes, Chef. Chef starts mumbling to himself. Yeah, always, I'm telling you. It's just, she goes, honey, you just need to let it happen. If it's useful, it's useful, even if you ain't proud of it. All right. And I guess then looks at Stalin here and goes, what type of what you looking for? We've got a few things that didn't quite work out in our studies that we've been able. We did the favor for the sheriff, making them fit deputies. We can do the same. I was told that you all, we wouldn't be making anything more had you guys not stepped in. So,
Well, I show him my like full plate armor that I wear, and I want something that resembles it, but more robust, I would say, and more fit to this harsh environment.
kind of looks at him. All right. Kind of looks. Oh, woo. You ain't moving out of the way of much with this, are you?
I just got used to it.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I can definitely get some work on it if that's what you want. But so you're looking for just something just as strong, you said? Stronger.
Stronger, of course. And maybe I can adapt my shield. Maybe he can improve both shield and plate armor.
All right. Well, I could do outright improvement. That's fine. That's all you're looking at. That's a little boring, but if that's what you want. I can get that done for you for handfuls of gold if you need.
Oh, of course. And since I have a lot of, are we trading with gold or are we paying with Essentia?
So Essentia. So yeah. So I guess you'd be like okay, and kind of tells you four bags of Essentia should do good.
4 bags of Essentia.
Jesus.
Sorry, 4 handfuls. I apologize.
4 handfuls. Okay, and 1 bag. One bag of Essentia is how much?
It's 10 handfuls. So
10 handfuls.
And then he goes, that's for the armor. If you want the shield, that'll be another 2.
So basically, 4 handfuls of Essentia, right?
For the armor.
And 2 more for the shield.
That's right. So 6 total.
6 total. Okay. Awesome. I still have 4 left. So yeah, I pay him. I pay him in full.
Excellent.
Yep.
It'll take me about a day to get this going.
Sure. I'll be back in a day.
Goes here and kind of you can see some of the metals are working on. He goes, that's the old Essentia found in. It gets a little shiny, warm to a touch, and you can see there's a mark in it. He goes, just I'll just put that just poking out one of your pockets or something. Attach it. Folks just a little bit friendly around here when they know that you're doing business.
Oh, thanks. I'll put it. Can I put it like on my hat?
Yeah.
Something. Yeah, I'll stick it in my hat.
And then Phoenix sort of steps up and just tips his hat to him. It's like, name's Phoenix Steel.
Well, I like that name. I like that name.
I'm looking for very much like my friend here, except fitting me is going to be a tad bit more complicated. He sort of like taps his chest a bit. You hear a ting ting. Just make something that roughly fits, and I'll handle the rest of that myself. Now, I am also hoping for something of a... I had this thought recently, after our recent fight. Felt a bit groggy, and I need a bit of a pick-me-up, and I've had a bit of an idea for that. If you want to down for an experiment.
Sure. Know what you're thinking.
Well, my engine has recently been running mainly off of Essentia. That's what's been keeping my old ticket fucking. I figure recently it needs a bit of a pick-me-up. If you can just say, and he takes out the bag of Essentia, take some of this and say, roll it up. You can say, roll it up for me, something like that. Make something out of this, and I can use that as a quick pick-me-up to help me in upcoming jobs. And more like the what Phoenix is suggesting is like, see if he can somehow roll these up in sort of cigar kind of things.
All right. So, what are you trying to get him to do?
Basically, just like the armor, like Stellan's looking for, but also to use some of the some others in the bag to sort of like to roll the Essentia up in a cigar so that he can take a puff. And it's meant to be like a lore reason for how I use my special guardian ability. I'm trying to
Perfect.
Yeah, like I use my unstoppable. That's the lore reason.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, very cool. He goes, you got it. Kind of look. So, what armor did you have?
I have chainmail right now.
Chain. All right.
Nothing too heavy.
Yeah. Looks all right. Well, it's up to you, but if you'd like, I do have something I've been working on. It takes off. Well, it's kind of like an anti-essentia. Anyone using magic on you, you'll find it takes the edge off, so to speak.
Interesting.
Now, I will say it makes it a little less effective than I'd normally be able to make it, as far as taking right blows, but it might come in handy. You just tell me what you want. And kind of he shows as he whistles to the woman, and you can see there's this kind of plate that is sitting in the corner, and she concentrates as a ball of fire goes from this essential stone to it. And as you can see, even before it hits, there's like this blue field that comes up and absorbs part of the fire before it strikes.
I'm sure that'll come in mighty handy.
Well, and so the differences be, just so you know what you're getting. Let's see here. Instead of 1124 for your thresholds from this, it goes to 921. It's 4 armor slots instead of 5, but it does have warded. You reduce incoming magic damage by your armor score before applying it to your damage thresholds. Yeah, that'll be the normal one. It's up to you.
I'll take the anti-magic one.
You got it. That's in there as Elendrian chain armor.
Sweet, sweet. And also, if you can get to work on that little experiment that I suggested.
That's right. It goes, well, we'll do that whole thing for 5 handfuls.
Mighty good, and I hand him 5 handfuls.
Yep. All right. That's very good. All right, then I think if the two of you are good, we can go to the other two.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Again, he's going to take about a day to. He's going to use the fit of your stuff to get the other thing going. So he'll move back.
Yeah.
And incidentally, as we're doing the other two, depending on the time, you all can use your discretion if you wish to kind of come into the seat. I'm not sure what they're about to get up to, but we'll see. So Theodore,
We're just going to a grave. That's all. There's nothing. No untowards. I swear. Dig him up. Bring him back. No, I'm kidding. No.
Haven't you done enough to this town? Dig up their beloved doctor and try and bring him back? Jeez, man.
Yeah. He's my beloved doctor. Oh, goodness.
All right. So, what do you want to do first, you two?
Yeah. Honestly, it would have been just finish that second ale that I had, and then go up to the bar and grab a couple, maybe even a third. If Larissa, would you like to join me?
No, I'll definitely walk with you, but I'll give you your space when we get there.
And then just the 2 glasses of whiskey, the cheapest, most alcoholic that he's got, because that's what the doc preferred, even though it was disgusting. But
You got it. You can see this has a slight blue glow to it because it's so strong.
You know, I always thought this would be what did him in.
It's probably kept him alive so long. Ain't nothing worth killing him could survive.
Honestly. I'm just imagining whiskey the color of this.
All right. They're making your way up the hill. There's
So as we're walking,
yes.
Larissa will ask, so how are you feeling after the Colossus released all that energy?
Well, I mean, like I said, I feel different, but not bad. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it's gotten worse. It just feels like there's, I don't know how to describe it. It's as if it's not consuming me any more than normal, but it feels like it got stronger.
So I feel kind of different too. Almost like you said, like it did something that changed me on some level.
Like I'm like we're connected to it a bit more.
It feels definitely like there's a connection or maybe a way to understand it better. I don't really know how to describe it. It just
Maybe it understands us better.
maybe. I'll be interested to see how when we use magic, how that potentially could affect it. Also, I'm interested in how using some of this essentia would react or work, for crafting. Like, is it enhanced because it came from the Colossus itself?
Yeah. That is a good question. Actually, now that you mention it, now I've got some ideas now of quickest way to check that would just be to implement it into something we already have.
I was thinking I might try and replace the essentia that's in my wand and work some of this new stuff
I
in.
was thinking the exact same thing with my scepter.
I mean, I'm guessing there's a specific place that they want us to do that. I'm assuming in our rooms is probably not the best sense.
Given my past history, correct. I honestly, there's a place that we might be able to get away with tinkering with it, especially since we're not attempting what I attempted previously that we know is waiting for a disaster. We're just all we're doing is augmenting something that everyone else does. Now, knowing that we're going to be there, they'll keep it clear. So if anything bad does happen, it'll just be us.
Yes, well, I don't think that either of us have set up any proper protections to do anything that either of us tried doing previously. So
correct.
It's just minor adjustments to already existing implements.
And a few test runs to make sure it doesn't backfire in our face.
Right. I wonder when we meet up with the others, I'm gonna ask them if they feel different.
They might.
We use magic, so I'm curious.
Yeah, and also we're a lot more. I'm not gonna speak for you, but I feel like we're similar in the way that we could possibly be overthinking things as well with how we constantly look at problems.
don't know that there's such thing as overthinking things.
Okay.
We
I
clearly
agree,
think alike,
but that's what I've
considering
been
we
told.
We
It's
both
what I've been
tried
told.
Similar experiments, resulting in, well, in my case, some people did get injured. I didn't kill them, and you luckily didn't injure anybody, but apparently did property damage. So,
Property damage and did whatever I did
well,
to
yeah,
me.
I mean, you
so.
injured yourself, I
Yeah.
suppose. But
But I mean, hey, that's me. I did that. That's me. Like that's not a. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. No, like I said, that's what I've been told by other people. I don't think they're correct, but that's what I've been told by other people is that I overthink. So, and if you're like me, then maybe you've been told that too. So a different perspective of someone who isn't so detail oriented as either of us might be a good way of finding more information.
yes.
Speaking of how it changed me, though, now like I'd say we're getting close to the top of the hill now, and just ruminating over that, like that change, that difference. I'm kind of like I can almost feel the Essentia in this. Not quite exactly like there's just enough in this specific that I can feel it. Like I don't think I don't think I'd be able to affect it drastically, but I wonder. I place mine down, but just to test, I focus on that feeling of the whiskey that I'm getting, and I just place my hand over it and just kind of pulse into it. And thematically, I'm using Cinder Grasp, and I'm lighting the alcohol on fire.
Oh, nice.
I'm finding a way of getting a way of like I'm pushing into the Essentia that's present in the high octane liquor to just cause enough of a reaction to create a combustion. But I'm doing it in a very low aspect just to get it ignited, like just in a small way, not in a large way. Just enough to get a quick.
Okay.
And I will lay that glass at Doc's grave.
Got it. All right, you lay it down and actually, go ahead and give me a survival reaction, please.
Survival reaction. Oh fuck. Survival is. Wait. Would that be instinct?
Yeah, instinct. Damn
Okay.
it.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, D&D came through.
No, yeah, no, absolutely. I was literally looking underneath the things. It's like which one is survival under?
Sorry about that. Instinct.
He's
No,
too
it's fine.
D&D coded.
Mhm.
Hey, it happens. Okay,
He runs
survival
both, so-
reaction. You said it's a reaction roll, so no fear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I do it when I run D&D too. I'll be like, give me an instinct roll. They're like, what?
That's a
I'm like,
26.
God damn it. 26.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm really liking that plus 3 to my instinct going forward from the level up.
As you pour it down and it burns, you hear this like sizzle, this and you realize it's a fuse.
Ah, motherfuck.
It's enough time for you to grab Larissa. Well, I would say, how do you get out of the way?
Absolutely would be grabbing Larissa, and I would be. Well, so like, okay, real quick. top of the hill. Is it in like an actual hill, like it's sloped enough, or is it just like where that's just the way of saying like it? I'm assuming it's the top.
Yeah, it's
part
up
of
and
Briar?
overlooks, and it's kind of rocky, and mostly what's here is there where there's a bunch of you could call it exploratory digging.
Mm-hmm.
And where they made holes to kind of search where they should dig, and this whole area they decided not to dig where the mine.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so they basically throw people in the holes and cover them up because there's hundreds of them here and they haven't used them all up yet.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
So you
cool.
come over. As you back off, there is an explosion.
Yeah.
And like something shoots out of the loose ground. And you can see this tiny like parachute that starts to come down. And the bottom of it is attached like this iron cylinder.
Immediately go to retrieve that. Motherfucking asshole always playing fucking jokes on me. Get fucking can't even die peacefully.
Perfect. And then you open it up. You can see there are essential crystals laden in, and they kind of have a soft glow, and you can hear Doc's voice. Then I'll get you.
Damn it.
Well, that's what you get for running off on me just because you hurt yourself. Anyway, if you get here, that means that either you were smart enough to run away or you did it. At any rate, Destry's men been coming around, and I don't think their threats are empty. But I wanted you to know I burned everything that they were after. Something about capturing fear and dread in Essentia, imbuing it with emotion. It's something I was working on when you weren't around, and I destroyed everything I was working on. But it don't mean that they ain't trying to find someone else. I may have been smart for this place, but I sure ain't the smartest in this forsaken place.
No, that's me.
But he just keeps going because he's like, he goes, I'm sure you're thinking it's you, but I don't think it is. But anyway, there was one little thing that I didn't want to destroy yet. It's the plans for something I thought maybe you use someday, or you know somebody who could. But anyway, sorry I missed you. And well, I hope there's a long time before you're finally killed. And within you can see there are these plans. Look for a type of Essentia laden pistol worked in and into the revolver itself. It seems like it's meant to be malleable in its metal to intake spellcraft into the barrel and then fire it out the nozzle. It was meant to increase the accuracy of one who would be casting spells.
That clever bastard. Well, now I've got to try this.
Plans. The plans for it here. And anyway, the scene's yours.
Say again?
Scene is the two of yours.
Okay. I Theodore immediately grabs his glass of whiskey and just shoots it. It's like, ah, fuck. He always has to have the last word. Hey, look at
I
this.
mean, I assume that with you, that's usually hard to do. So maybe this is the only chance he had to get the last word.
Listen, just because you're right.
Often. I'm right often. But what do you have?
Something fun.
They left a parting gift.
He's thoughtful like that. It's good to know he burned all of his research, though. One less person to get that info from. He's right, though. There might be others that have come to the same conclusion. That'd be fun to make, though. You might be able to use this.
Perhaps.
We'll try it while we experiment with this Essentia.
Yeah.
Well, do the last people leave their shovels?
Yeah.
Okay. I grab one and start fixing the grave. Make me work. All this.
All right. So that's the way that goes. If the four of you would like to meet up, you can. How would you like to do that?
Would Phoenix and Stellan have heard the explosion from when they were?
Oh yeah, everybody did, and as you did, there was almost everyone in the town began laughing.
Phoenix just look at that and goes, tails. Let's go. And then Phoenix will start heading up the hill.
Yeah, I'd probably say that Theodore would. It wouldn't take. It would, because it probably wasn't well, no, it was a huge explosion. No, like partway through fixing the grave, Theodore probably would start laughing too at just like, and it would still be laughter, but there are tears, and it's not really a better farewell.
I'll probably say that Phoenix comes and at this point he just goes, I was about ready to start yelling at you for that little display. Clearly you don't need that right now.
It's fine. It wasn't even me. Bastard.
To be fair, it wasn't. It was the doctor.
It was just a coincidence, I guess, right?
No, really, the doctor did it.
Yeah.
Yes, I realize I'm
dead
talking
man.
about a dead person.
Bastard
Apparently he's
booby
a
trapped his
practical
own
joker.
grave. He knew what I'd do. And he fucking booby trapped his goddamn grave.
How did you even trigger this trap?
He likes his whiskey on fire.
Oh.
Well, I can see where you get it all from then.
Well, your best of friends tend to rub off on you, don't they?
I suppose so. Do you see him?
Yeah.
And he's
that's it.
looking at the grave.
Yeah,
then-
the one with the fresh dirt, because I just finished putting it back.
And then Phoenix just takes his hat off and gets on one knee and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Oh goodness.
Well, if it's any consolation, the whole town's down there laughing at you.
Of course they are. They were all in on it, I bet. God, they better not be happy. They better not be upset that I'm still here.
I'm sure it's quite the opposite. This is probably the best homecoming you could have hoped for.
Yep, you cheered them up.
Second best, but yeah. It's close. It's a close second. All right, let's go join the party.
Yep.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you heard the message got sent.
Yeah. I fucking hate those things.
Hell of a pigeon. So besides that, how did this little reunion go?
Well, he got his last word in and he left a parting gift.
Parting gift.
Yeah. Fun little toy for me or Larissa to play around with once we figure out how to make it.
Oh, I'm sure we'll figure that out in time. That's on top of that, Stellan and I got something to pick up in the morning before we leave. I got a little experiment my own to try.
Wow. Very good.
And I think we're all heading back down the hill.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, Larissa.
You're welcome.
All right, headed on down. You can see the town is some people in the town are gathered, and they obviously trying to be not obvious. They begin looking and at Theodore and kind of start counting, and many get to a number and they go, "Damn it." Specifically looking at their hands and feet.
It's like dummies in one piece.
All right, who won the bet?
There you go. The sheriff comes in. Well, that would be me. I think I'm the only one who bet that he would come out unscathed. She wins the pool.
How much you get?
Oh, you just multiply this by 9, and she will go ahead and give you a sack of 5 handfuls of Essentia.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
He goes, I know where my luck comes from. Good job. Only
Pleasure
fair you
doing
get
business with you.
10%.
Phenomenal. I want to be mad, but I respect it. I respect the hustle. And I appreciate giving it where it's due. How long has he had that planned?
I don't know, but it was in his last will and testament, and well, honestly, I think we were too scared of what it would do if it wasn't handled the way he asked us to.
Mm.
All we know, that thing was rigged, that if it wasn't under so many feet of dirt, it'd explode on itself.
Ah,
Who knows? So,
well, I
I
cleaned up
wish
the
you would have
mess.
told us, though. We would have tried to protect him more.
It's okay. He got rid of what was important well before they started interrogating him.
Yeah.
He's not the only one out there, though.
No.
We'll have to be careful.
Hearing that, could Phoenix do a knowledge roll to hear like if there were any that if there was anyone else he would have met that's knowledgeable with Essentia?
Just kind of around the drylands.
Yeah, like around his travels in general, like anyone that he might have met or any word that he might have heard.
Sure. Give me a knowledge roll. I'm good with that.
Alright. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It's knowledge. Oh, surprising enough, he's not very knowledgeable. That's 21 with fear.
Alright.
I gotta start getting hope.
So, as you think about it, remember hearing rumors. My guess is in your probably travels near Havilath. Where everyone goes eventually. I want to feel that there was a person who talk about the old hermit who in the early days in working with Essentia had caused the death of his family, and he took that and kind of left and went up, and it said that he is in and around the Orderly Fall.
Orderly Fall. Got it. That's okay. So just let me type this down.
And probably what kind of gets your interest is that he had been because he actually was from Havilath or had spent time there, and he was working on using Essentia to capture and project joy, at least when he was in Havilath. The idea is as people would be having fun, they'd begin to have more and more fun. Was the idea, and even like starting the every day with the last day's fun.
Yeah.
But he came and when he left, he took all the crystals that any of his children and his family had, and it was rumors of him trying to harvest their echoes or the like. But it's kind of what gets you the idea of emotions and those types of things, and hearing all of that.
So yeah, I think that as he is, Theodore mentioned that there are others out there that are good with Essentia. Phoenix just interesting. Might need to look into that. And then he looks over to the Theodore's like, "You ever heard of the old hermit?"
I don't think I would have.
You mentioned that there might be some others who are good with Essentia, like your friend was. It got me thinking. I did some business back in Havilath a while ago. rumors that there was an old hermit who was using his censure to project joy, emotions, and the like. Supposedly that went wrong. Took his family.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I suppose he went mad, took the crystals, and went somewhere north to the falls.
That sounds familiar.
It's about the best of my knowledge. Again, I haven't met the man. I've only heard the rumors about there.
No, yeah. No, his work is what sounds familiar.
Projecting joy.
Just emotion and essentia. That was the core of what the doc was working on before I left.
If what you are saying is true, it means Baron will be after this hermit, right? If he
That's
knows.
At least after his research. If he
That's
is
what's
truly
important.
mad, he might not be of use, but his research would be.
Mad or not, I'd imagine he'd still be good with Essentia. I'd imagine that's not something that goes away even with madness.
True. If anything, he might be even be able to direct the madness into it like a cannon. Doesn't have to be precise as long as it's in the right direction.
Well, if he succeeded in experimenting with joy, madness will be a hell of a punch.
Not if he wants it for fear instead of the joy.
Well, that's business to discuss later. It's best we head back and turn in for the day.
I agree.
Yep.
And I think we head back to the tavern.
All right. Very good. And like from here, what is it that we're looking at?
Sorry?
So you're going up back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
As I was saying, what's at a point here, kind of you've all been let in a joke and things gone through. It's a little more lively. Prior has begun to warm up to you. You see people are there, and there is generally a fund that some people put together that allows for some whiskeys to be set out for Larissa, just because they're like, it ain't right that she got caught up in the joke. They're like, so you get to drink tonight, and and then I think the whole party there is a special bottle of whiskey that is made for everyone, or is brought out for everyone. That is for they're going. Thanks for taking down that thing.
It's what needed to be done.
You all may drink from it. So as much as they can, it seems like they're given some appreciation.
Well, the whole town can certainly warm up once they get to know you.
Well, it helps when you treat them as your own in how you would your own. We protect our own, and when you protect them, you get close to being part of their own.
A bit. And Phoenix just sort of like seems like he's looking a bit distant at that statement and nods a bit, then tries to take a drink of the whiskey. Is this like the same whiskey that the doctor also liked?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then as soon as he downs that, Phoenix just kind of like pauses for a moment, and then you see the light, and then you see the light in his eyes start to go dim before he twitches and then gets back up. It's like, well, damn. Hey, I can see why the dark like this. This is some strong shit.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's better used as paint thinner, but it does the job.
Well, and holds his glass out to the dock then.
To the dock.
To the dock.
To the dock, yeah.
Stellan, Phoenix, do you all feel any different since the Colossus exploded around us?
How so?
Not so much. I don't think that I'm tightly connected to Essentia, but my gift, on the other hand, that Phoenix gave me, well, it seems it is changed by it.
Really now?
Yeah,
Actually, not.
and
Second.
I take out the gift that Phoenix gave me. This is a Essentia shaped in a shell like form, and it changed its color to before it was like teal green, and now it's more orange yellowish, something like that.
Now that you mention it, and he does like press his hand against his chest to like get a feel of his engines. Like, usually around this point, I'm in the middle. Usually around this point, I'm ready to go to sleep. I feel just as energized as before. That's odd. You sure the Colossi had something to do with that?
I think it was when it exploded and it released all of that energy from the Essentia. That wave washed over us.
Huh.
And I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I just feel
The color was a bit off. Has anyone ever seen red Essentia before?
not that red.
Yeah. Never that intense.
Never.
It's definitely a bit odd. Questions and questions after another.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we won't really know until we find another one of those big bastards.
Oh,
I don't want to think about fighting one of those again.
Yeah, I'm not so eager finding out again.
One was enough. We don't need more of that.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind shooting one of them in the eye. Yeah, I guess we won't know for sure until we get a word from our employer.
Are we going to plan our trip to Orderly Fall? Because it seems like a nasty journey.
It'll definitely be hard. Goodness.
Well, we'd have to get to Havilah first. Might get more information from there.
True.
Must have been someone there who knew the old coop better than some random straggles.
yeah. I think it's a good idea to try and find him. Not that I want to make ourselves more of a target for Baron, but we already are. So
I've already got a big target on my back by that fat bastard. Trust me.
okay. I think that. Yeah.
Better it's on our terms than on his.
Yeah. I'd hate to
That's
think
it.
of what he could do if he gets the ability to charge Essentia in that way.
And imagine if he can somehow use those on the Collapser.
Oh,
Yeah.
If he can somehow get emotions out of Essentia, and these Collapser made of pure Essentia, who even knows what the hell kind of catastrophe can come from there?
If he could imbue an entire, if he could imbue an entire Colossus with that energy, that would not be a pretty sight.
So yeah, as you see, I better win this in the boat as soon as possible. And hey, what's one more prick up the Baron's ass?
well, I think that's a good idea, and just we'll rest for a bit, and then maybe in the morning head out.
That is a
That
plan.
works. That works for me.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to have a bed for once. We're not gonna have one for a while.
So basically, we all head to our rooms.
Yeah, we're ready to turn in.
All right. And then, how's everybody on rest? You need to take one, or are you all good?
Yeah,
I could
can do
take
a
one,
little
yep.
rest.
All right. Then I think as you had, if we would like to do that to close ourselves out, we definitely can. So, I want to describe what it looks like. Are you doing short or long?
Long rest probably.
Good.
I will. I will defer to the group.
Actually, I'm clear. I'm good. So
Ah.
I'm in the storytelling way taking a long rest.
Mechanically, I'm just sitting
Mechanically, I'm great.
Well, you can do projects though, like if you wanted to try to build the gun, right?
Yeah,
You could
actually,
do work
that's
on
what-
projects.
yeah. Okay.
Some of you could try to improve it. Like remember, there's that project that's is a way
Yeah.
to get your improved weapons as well,
Yeah.
improved gear.
So downtime.
Yeah, I do also have a new ability from the level 2 that I want to test out with the long rest.
Okay, sounds long rest then.
All right.
So, yep, you want to describe what it looks like for you to do these moves. We might see, and I think like I can measure you be given rooms just for this, where like there's like a little bit of a common area where you could be enough room to be doing stuff. Like your doors might be open, people might see something. You just want the visuals here. So then we get 2 moves, and you can kind of say what you're doing, what it looks like.
So I'm tending to all my wounds, and I have the second move is I'm trying to prepare. So I think how I'm going to prepare is like, are we all in separate rooms, or do we all like? Does people have like shared rooms?
It sort of sounds like there was a common space between the rooms or something that we could all use, is what Matt
Yeah.
just described. So,
Hmm.
so we can do things together, I think is basically what he was saying.
Yeah. Okay. So then I kind of just look over the. I kind of just like do I see you or Theodore working on the weapon?
We'd probably be working on it together.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably walk up to the two of you and go, "What's that you're working on?"
A gun?
Well, that certainly caught my interest. That one of your Dark's last experiments.
Yeah, he had an idea of making a gun for spellcraft to utilize Ascension a fun new way.
To
Well, he's
enhance a spellcaster's abilities in some way.
Yeah.
well, certainly the first I've heard of that.
It's actually very impressive blueprints for someone who is more of a who was more on the medical side of things than the mechanical. So
Well,
gotta give him props.
considering
He'd been thinking about this for a while.
Well, considering that he did give you those little mechanical limbs there.
Well, he helped me graft them. I'm the one that made them. But you know what? Honestly, with all of that, it must have given him ideas. He must have. God damn it!
I'm sure you had given him plenty of nighttime thoughts.
Of course.
So as far as we're gonna go for Hervala and this old hermit, probably best we check out what Hervala first, just to see if we can confirm these rumors are true.
Yeah.
Again, there has to be someone there who knew him.
If not knew someone who did, or otherwise, at least there might, if the rumors are true, or at least if there's even an inkling of truth in the rumors, there's got to be an idea of where he would be.
Yeah, that's the point. From the rumors I heard, he took his supposedly after the accident that took his family, he took their crystals and supposedly is trying to harvest them. Not sure what for, not even sure if that's even possible, but as I said, mad. But I'm kind of curious there, Theodore. When exactly did you start tinkering with other experiments such as this and each of the pointy limbs?
Oh well, this was out of necessity. It was, well, I wouldn't say it was soon after. I have the doc to thank actually for getting under my skin enough to give me the idea. Yeah.
I'm aware you did work on these yourself, but considering the mech, you must have done some tinkering before the accident.
Yeah. Well, I had plenty of different unfinished products. I wasn't quite thinking of augmentation though. It was more societal in scope. Everything I was planning was things to help the community.
Yeah, that's fair. Communities, one with you help the community helps you. It's a symbiotic.
Yeah, so there were a couple of failed attempts at some mechanical drones to maybe help around with the smaller moving tasks around the city.
Yeah, I think you get along just fine with this blacksmith that Stella and I just came back to check out.
Oh, you mean Ralph? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did get along. That's who helped me the most with those particular ones. Did he ever get that barrier working?
Did we hear if we got the barrier working? I can't recall.
And you say he's still working on it.
Yep, supposedly it's still a work in progress.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure you can exchange notes in the morning. Stella and I gotta go back to see him in the morning to pick some stuff up.
Yeah, we might pick his brain on some of the fiddlier bits on this gun here.
Yeah, and the ability that I just used was a soldier's bond. Once per long rest, when you compliment someone or ask them something they're good at, you both gain 3 hope.
Ooh!
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And also, if you choose to prepare with one or more members of your party, you each gain 2 hope. So.
Oh well, I was not preparing. So
that's right.
You'll just get the unless
I was preparing.
Ah, well, there you go. I'm glad someone else was, because I am at full hope, so I can't utilize the 2 extras.
Yep.
Yeah.
The same thing.
I'm really glad I picked that ability, because I was on 0 hope since that last fight with the Colossi, so it's like, shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for me.
Right.
Matt, we can only do each thing once during the rest, right?
No, you can double up.
Okay. Well then, since I'm an elf and everything is good on me, I'm going to work on the project twice.
So you're gonna work through the night. Like I'm gonna go like, okay, I've got to do some other things. I'll leave you to it, and you're gonna work on it. Continue working on it. Is what you're doing.
Damn, Larissa puts a Theodore to shame.
Can I work on some kind of project as well? Can I
Yeah,
pick
well-
something?
What would you like to work on? Absolutely.
Maybe since I'm an elf, I can work on 2 projects. The first project will be I'm gonna fix my mustache after the fight with Colossus, and the second project will be probably maybe I can somehow improve my mace. Is that possible?
Okay. So equipment improvement, and I think let's see. So Larissa, you're trying to make the gun, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm helping, so like I'm also part of that for at least.
You're part of the thing. Okay, very cool. So in both cases, these weapons are going to be. We're talking about a 12 countdown.
Okay.
All right, and so go ahead and I think I'd imagine at this part you should be making the mace. We'll start with a finesse roll.
Okay, just a finesse roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let me roll. It's actually 1. It's not even 2. It's 1. I roll 1 on hope, 1 on fear, and
that's
minus
crit.
1.
That's a crit, sir.
Crit.
That's a crit. Okay, yeah. Okay, nice.
Let's go.
Very nice. All right. So with that, you are. I think imagine here. There's a lot of cleaning of parts of your mace you have to start to do. You're making it ready to accept more essentia, to empower it, to do like fields of energy around it, to increase its sharpness. Like there's just some etching and things to kind of get it to that point. As you push into this, and then you can be thinking like in other projects what it might look like, but this will the crit knocks down your counter by 3, so that goes from 12 to 9.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Crits are fantastic on the projects. So the way it works, just in general, is it's a crit, you go down by 3. A success with hope, you go down by 2. A success with fear, it's 1.
Okay,
Then fair is.
got it.
And some GMs do fairy with fear, it goes up, but I don't because that just sucks. I don't like it.
Unless you're my character trying to make a nuclear fission
Yeah,
reactor.
depending what you're doing, but yeah, just if you're doing something ridiculous enough, maybe. But okay, cool. And then the others.
Larissa, I feel like our characters, how we would do this, you would be focused on the Essentia side of things, and I would be focused on the mechanical side of things if we're working in tandem on the gun. Is that
Sure, that makes sense to me.
so? I was thinking, and then since you're doing one and I'm doing one and then you're doing one, I would say you start, then I'll do, and then like you'll take a break. I'll start working on the mechanical side, and then you go back to
Sure.
just to give us a roll, so we can work on it from there. Cool. So Larissa's doing it first.
All right, so I think we'll start here with a knowledge roll as you're trying to follow these blueprints.
It's an 18 with fear.
Okay. So it's kind of hard to read as it's one one of those things where it's someone who understands the human body trying to write plans for something that's mechanical. So just that different way of looking at it make it kind of hard to fully understand as you're going through. And that will put your timer down by 1.
Okay.
For, like spending your time having to translate a lot of this into what it actually looks like to be put together in an arcane type of stuff.
Cool.
And we wanted to go to Larissa, then back. Sorry, to go to Theodore, then back to Larissa.
So is that another knowledge roll?
Oh yeah, I think so at this point.
Okay. That is a 21 with hope.
Oh, nice. So this will mark off 2 as you kind of fully finish the translation at this point, understanding, and you get why he was the one to work on this, is that it does connect with the body of the one who's wielding it. That's why it channels their magic through the handle into the barrel and through the barrel of the gun and out. And in fact, much of the thought here is how to fit it precisely per person, and it wouldn't work well should anyone pick it up. It almost has to be designed with somebody in mind, and he kind of has notes on how to do those measurements of one's Essentia signature. I guess back to
Grip is
Larissa.
mapped to your biometric data. It will not fire for anyone else.
Yeah.
That's a critical success.
Oh, very nice. I was like, I'd take it. Well, it doesn't matter because it's 2
Christ.
of the same. Very good. So this part is actually the tuning to you, having to measure and take several Essentia crystals. So I will say at this point, you can mark off a handful of Essentia to just begin this process of where you're tuning each one and getting them to resonate with you as you come close. They already begin to spark there, but you can mark off 3 more. So I think that puts you down to 6, right?
Should, yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
All right. I think that's everybody's moves.
Then that was
One
one of
more?
mine. My other one was repairing all of my armor.
Okay.
And that's just me going through. It's just patching up any scratches in the leather, refitting refitting any of the padding and fitting that properly with, and attaching that where it needs to go. And that's what I step away from the project to do, is I realize how disheveled I am, and it's like, okay, I need to take some time to fix up my stuff, and I go through and just stitching where it needs to be stitched, and refilling the padding.
Sounds like a plan. All right. I think with that, we will end our session for today, and we will come back next week. I'll go ahead and end this.